going on to you, Pisces? So you have the Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Empress. Then you have the Fool, and you have the King of Swords. So for you, Pisces, right? Let's get into it. The Seven of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. Okay. A lot of you Pisces are really starting to see that a lot of people out here are single. A lot of the people that you saw that acted like they were hot stuff, a lot of them are single. There's a lot more single people out here. And that before, you Pisces thought that you were the ones that was tripping out because, or people were trying to make it seem like you were tripping. You realize that you Pisces, in the sense of you being single, actually make up the majority, because it's the truth. There are more single people now than there has ever been since history started to be recorded. That's a fact, because there's so many people out here playing games. That's the problem. There's so many people who just doing dysfunctional stuff and expecting other people to be okay with it, to a point where a lot of you Pisces realize that that's not the way that things should be. And the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, those people should sorry about that. I was looking for my dog, but those people should put in an effort, but a lot of people don't want to put in an effort. So what are you Pisces expected to do with that, right? You would put in an effort, but they only want you exclusively to put in an effort. That's a dub, because relationships don't go one way. Relationship takes two people. So, but only one person really doing anything, because they think that their presence is what covers for everything else. So then you have the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords. The Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords is that, and even if, things happen to you in the past, I should say, where even no matter what time it is, what's going on, some people are too delusional. They need to get up off their butt and actually start putting in an effort. They don't want to do that, okay? They don't have to do anything that they don't want to do. They don't have to do any of that, but they're going to remain single. Now, what does this have to do with you Pisces? You're seeing, because of the fact that you Pisces understand how relationships go, you understand a little bit better what's going on out here. Because sometimes you Pisces can be late to the party as far as understanding what's going on, right? Because sometimes some of you may think that you're on an island by yourselves, but now you realize that that's not really the case at all. That the vast majority of people are really single, and it's the first time in since history started to be recorded that there's more single people now in history in the entire planet. So now it's like to know that, and you know why, that most people, I ain't gonna say most people, a lot of the people who play like they're these bosses, they're these kings, there's these queens, they don't want to put in an effort. They don't want to do anything. Because it's based off of fear. They don't want to do anything because they're afraid of putting themselves out there, because they don't want to have to end up looking foolish or feeling or being embarrassed, when in actuality, everyone takes that chance when you approach them. Everyone takes that chance when you're dating. Everyone takes that chance. And I've talked about this before. So the Nine of Cups now, oh wow, deja vu. The Nine of Cups now and the Seven of Swords are about, well, since this is the case, a lot of you Pisces understand though that you're secure with yourself. So it is what it is. You're not really tripping out about that. The Seven of Swords is that if people want to give you a difficult time, whether or not they into you or not, it's okay. You Pisces can be by yourselves, or you can be in a relationship. You can be by yourselves, or you can get to know people. So you're good either way. Some of you are okay with approaching, okay with getting approached. Both makes you a very versatile person. The Empress. And because of this, you know that there's nothing for you to prove. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to go above and beyond to try to, keep up with the Joneses of what's hot now, where, like Miami, right? Everybody's showing their stuff, and you know what I'm saying, on certain parts of Miami, right? People are showing their stuff, and the Miami Strip, they showing their stuff, and they got the jewelry on, and they being like, a lot of you Pisces realize you ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta. That's not the type of relationships that you have to be in. People will see your value in time, because you will make your value clear. You will show up, you will get to know people, you will do the work, and if things don't work out between you and the other person, then it is what it is. But to say go out of your way to prove something to other people, that's not working on y'all, because that's how people get a lot of you, right? Run game on y'all, get a lot of you to put in way too much effort than you should, right? Without having them to be questioning, because people will try to embarrass you, like, oh, that's all it is that you got. Okay, but what about you? What work have you put in? Because you need to be putting in, because the other person needs to be putting in a whole lot of work if they're doing all of this criticizing you and talking about how you ain't this. So the Fool and the King of Swords now represent. So and if people can't understand that, if they want to go all around the world in 80 days, their mentality goes all around the world, beating around the bush of, whatever. A lot of you Pisces now know, okay, yeah, you full of it. Because let me explain something to you Pisces. Most of the people who run that game of being bosses, they're not with anybody. They're lying when they say that they got somebody. That's the same. That's what happens when some of you Pisces approach people, talk to people, or maybe you get approached. But then those people, they say, oh, I got somebody. Most of the time, no, that's a lie. Most people are lying. I can show and prove that to you. There's a book that you can get called The Mystery Method. It explains it right in that book, where the pickup artist was talking about how most people, when you go up to them, you try to get to know them and stuff like this, you talking to them, they'll lie about them being in a relationship with somebody. And even when you may think that that's a lie, but when you really go out here and you talk to people and you really get to know them, and you see that people setting you up, I ain't gonna say setting you up, but setting themselves up that to look foolish, where you could tell that they want you to talk to them. You could tell that they want you to talk to them, but then, oh no, I got somebody. How dysfunctional they look, because the Fool and the King of Swords is like, it's like, who are you trying to fool? Where are you going with this? Who are you trying to fool, and for who? What do you think you're winning? But with these games, they seem to be thinking that they winning something. But the Fool and the King of Swords is about you Pisces seeing right through this. You know that they are full of it. You know that. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Fool, the Lovers, Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Ace of Swords. Right. The Lovers, the Page of Pentacles. This is about how a lot of you Pisces, excuse me, you see straight through it now. Your eyes are open, and that you're single for a different reason than what a lot of people are single for. You're single because a lot of you Pisces really do want to get to know somebody. They're single because those are the type of people to play games and think that they're winning something, because they're too dysfunctional to realize. I wanted to say something, and to realize how self-sabotaging they are. And the Four of Wands and the Ace of Swords now represent. So because of that, a lot of you realize that there's no need for you to worry, and that you Pisces are really ahead of the curve, because most people lying about their relationship status anyway.